Hey, it's Dan from Rebellious Noise, and we are at the Underworld with Sacred Mother Tongue.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey guys, yeah. So you guys played Download Festival yesterday.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
stage.
yeah, we opened on the main stage first thing in the morning. It's nice.
I believe it was Craig's first show.
Yeah,
Certainly was.
Yeah,
Talk about thrown in at the deep end, eh?
yeah.
How was it for you guys?
Yeah, it was good. It was. I mean, the first slot on a festival bill is always a bit of a mad rush because, you know, you're waiting for Rammstein to settle their gear up and sort of get out of the way, and you can't make any orders. So, yeah, it was a rush to get on and get working. But you know, apart from a couple of technical glitches, it was good fun. Really enjoyed it.
It's the third time you played the festival. It was 2009 and 2011 was the other two, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We played second stage before.
Yeah, second stage. And yeah, so was much difference with main stage this year, or for you guys?
Yeah, I think the crowd was considerably bigger. I suppose the jitters kicked in a bit more. I mean, a big stage is still a big stage, isn't it? So it's hard to explain, you know, whether it was any different at the time. But yeah, certainly the feeling, the sense of knowing that we were going onto the main stage was a bigger deal to us.
So what could someone expect to hear from you guys if they're listening to you for the very first time?
Music, I guess. A few riffs, a bit of singing, some nice little drum fills here and there, some solos. I'm trying to be sensible. I don't know, to be honest, it's a kind of weird question because I guess you just listen to the songs, I guess, and then you kind of make up your own mind.
Okay, well, I guess you're asking what sort of band we are.
Yeah, just for anyone who's not heard your music before, like if you were to say to someone, right, go out, pick up this CD, this is what kind of stuff you'd expect to hear on the CD.
Okay, well, firstly, it's an album that we've worked really, really hard on, and we're obviously really proud of the tracks, and we think there's something a little bit different to the hustle and bustle that's going on in, you know, in most of the record industry these days, certainly in England. I suppose secondly, we like to consider ourselves more of a sort of roots metal band. We've got a rock influence, so there's plenty of sort of, you know, rocky sort of vocals in there. But we're also big fans of you know, heavy riffs and fast drumming and all the rest of it. So, and groove, you know. So we tend to try and cover the three bores of hardbore, as we call it, hardcore. Yeah. Yeah, we do lots of full bore, lots of half bore, and lots of groove bore. Yeah, and obviously you're going to hear lots of shred from Mr. Andy James on the left here, so that's kind of what you're going to hear.
So your new album, Out of Darkness, came out in April. So how was the reaction to that from the fans?
Yeah, it's been really good. I mean, the first sort of taster we got was the press, and they were all over it. Really, it was amazing. But once the fans started to hear it, or the public, should I say, it was always going to be the tester as to whether or not people got it and understood what it was we were doing, and or gave a shit, you know. And it's been really good. It's been a really positive response that you know, we've certainly been chuffed with. And it seems to be getting a similar response overseas in the States. So. Yeah.
So yeah, out of all of the songs you've ever written, what is your actual favourite song that for all of you to perform live?
Well, we'll go from left to right, shall we?
I think just from a kind of groove point of view, Evolve Become. It's just a really good live track, and you know, you can really get into it and stuff. I mean, there's a few, but that one sort of stands out for me as, you know, being my favourite anyway.
I have two favourites really. I mean,
as many as you like.
Yeah, I've got two favourites, and you can pick. You can edit out the one that you don't like. I'm obviously looking from a different angle because I look for things that I'm obviously proud of writing, but from performing point of view, something that I always enjoy singing and I always enjoy getting off on stage. So The City Is Crying or Porn, my favourites.
Yeah, I say Evolve Become probably. Rolls off the fingers nicely.
Yeah, for me it's Evolve Become as well. I think just the way it sort of came together in the studio, it was a kind of an unexpected song. It wasn't completely written before we went in there, and and it actually ends up coming across really well. It just feels really good to play live. So.
See, much as I like Evolve Become, it's my least favourite.
There you go. So none of us enjoyed the set until the last song. That's what you say.
Okay, so what can we expect to see from you guys for the rest of this year and next year? Any headline tours coming up, or?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, we were talking about this yesterday. Because we're promoting the album, you know, as heavily as we can, I think we're going to be doing more support tours than anything else. We're hoping to get out to the States and do something in September or October. We're obviously got this tour at the moment out with Hell Yeah and p.o.d. Off out into Europe. There's a couple of other festival things in the pipeline which will be announced very shortly. And then I think we'll probably start writing for a new album next year and maybe come out with a headline tour early part of next year. But yeah, for the rest of this year it's probably going to be support tours.
Sounds pretty good. Now the final question, it's a question that we asked all bands. It's just a bit of fun. If you could replace yourself in the band with anyone else from the music industry, past or present, who would it be and why?
Well, for me, mine's here tonight. So obviously, yes, yeah. Obviously tonight we started the tour with Hell Yeah and p.o.d. So you know, for me, Vinnie Paul would be the number one.
So the Vinnie Paul on drums.
I'd probably go with Maynard James Keenan. Not because I'm a massive fan of him, which I am, but I think he's got a really interesting voice, and he's someone that I've inadvertently been likened to a couple of times. And every time I hear him sing, I think, man, I wish I could sing like that. I wish I was that good. So I think he'd slot in nicely with you lot. He'd show you what the songs are meant to sound like.
They don't sound too bad as they are.
Thanks very much.
For me, it's probably Rex Brown. Not to jump on the Pantera bandwagon, but it's Space Baron.
It's probably a toss-up between the Grinch of Christmas or the Grouch from Sesame Street.
Or Andy James.
No. I'll get rid of me. Well, because they're both miserable and green. I was going to say like me, but I'm not green. Apparently it's not easy being green either, so I wouldn't want to be green. I don't know, probably someone like Paul Gilbert or Zakk Wylde or something like that, you know. One of those kind of rockers that influenced me and still do, so.
Yeah, it sounds like a very interesting lineup.
Well, if you got the Grinch
Sure,
in.
let Paul Gilbert in the band. He's deaf. He'd be going, what, all the time?
1,000.
Exactly.
Sorry. Little joke.
Thanks.
Okay, well, yeah, so thanks for your time anyway, guys. It's been a pleasure to interview you guys.
Yeah, no worries, man.
But yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks for your support. Highway Sacred Mother Tongue, and if you're like us, get wrecked at Reckless.